Hi everyone, I am Brian James. Welcome to TrendWave News TV. If you are a green card holder or have loved ones in the U.S. on permanent residency, this report is critical for you. We're diving into Trump's proposed mass deportation plan and how it could target individuals, even those who legally reside in the country. What are the risks? Who is in danger? And what should you do to protect yourself? Stay with us. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are about to discuss could change your life forever. If you're an immigrant living in the U.S., especially if you're a green card holder, you need to pay close attention. There is growing concern about President Donald Trump's aggressive immigration policies, which could lead to a mass deportation wave unlike anything we've seen before. Reports are emerging that even lawful permanent residents, green card holders, might not be safe. So what exactly is happening? Who is at risk? And what can you do to protect yourself? We've got all the details coming up, so stay tuned. Donald Trump has always made immigration a central issue in his political platform. We are seeing policies cracking down on undocumented immigrants, enforcing of strict border controls, and even the possible targeting of legal pathways to residency and citizenship. But now, recent discussions from Trump and his allies indicate that deportations could reach unprecedented levels. And here's the shocking part. Green card holders, those who have been living legally in the U.S. for years, could also be targeted. Let us now look at how green card holders could be at risk. To understand this, we need to break down the laws governing green card holders. While a green card grants permanent residency, it does not grant absolute protection against deportation. Certain circumstances can put even long-time green card holders at risk. These include committing certain crimes, particularly aggravated felonies or crimes involving moral turpitude, can lead to deportation, regardless of how long you've been a green card holder. These crimes can include drug trafficking, violent crimes, theft, and fraud. Even minor offenses like DUIs can trigger deportation proceedings. Many green card holders don't realize that what may seem like a small legal issue could have catastrophic immigration consequences. Violating immigration laws, such as failing to notify USCIS of a change of address, can also lead to deportation. Staying outside the U.S. for an extended period without proper authorization can be considered abandonment of residency, resulting in the loss of your green card and potential deportation. If you leave the U.S. for more than a year, you could be accused of abandoning residency. ICE officers at airports have the power to detain and even deport those they believe no longer meet residency requirements. Committing fraud or misrepresenting facts in your immigration application or during interactions with immigration officials can lead to deportation. Any misrepresentation or failure to file key documents, such as the I-751 petition for conditional green card holders, could make someone a target for removal. Becoming primarily dependent on government assistance for basic needs may lead to deportation, although this is less common for long-time green card holders. Other factors, such as security concerns or participating in certain activities that are deemed harmful to the U.S., can also put a green card holder at risk for deportation. It's important to note that deportation laws are complex, and each case is unique. If you have concerns about your status, it's best to consult with an experienced immigration attorney. President Trump has openly declared his intent to reinstate and even expand immigration enforcement. He has promised to revive controversial policies like family separations and aggressive workplace raids. But what's even more alarming is the possibility of an unprecedented mass deportation campaign, which some insiders say could include hundreds of thousands of lawful green card holders. Experts believe that Trump's administration could use loopholes in immigration law to justify these deportations. And let's not forget, he has previously encouraged ICE to operate with greater autonomy, meaning we could see an aggressive enforcement approach in the near future. Let us now turn our attention to some real stories and expert opinions. We spoke with immigration attorneys and former government officials who have worked on deportation cases. One attorney told us, most people think their green card gives them absolute protection, but that's not true. Under certain administrations, enforcement policies become stricter, and legal residents can be swept up in the crackdown. We also spoke to individuals who have faced deportation threats despite having green cards. Take Maria Lopez, a woman who has lived in the U.S. for 15 years. She was nearly deported after a misunderstanding about a minor legal issue. "I never thought this would happen to me," she says, "but I found myself fighting to stay in the only home I've known." What can you do to protect yourself? If you're a green card holder and you're worried about these potential changes, here's what you need to do right now. 1. Stay informed. Keep up to date with immigration policies and know your rights. 2. Speak with an immigration attorney. If you have any legal concerns, consult an expert immediately. 3. Avoid extended trips outside the U.S. If you must travel, make sure you comply with residency requirements. 4. Maintain a clean record. Even minor offenses could put you at risk under strict immigration enforcement. 5. Prepare your documents. Ensure all your immigration paperwork is up to date and that you have proof of legal residency ready. Let us conclude this report by summarizing the most recent immigration news. In recent developments, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, has extended temporary protected status, TPS, for Venezuela and El Salvador. The TPS designation for Venezuela has been prolonged for 18 months, from April 3, 2025 to October 2, 2026, due to ongoing extraordinary conditions preventing safe return. Similarly, El Salvador's TPS has been extended from March 10, 2025 to September 9, 2026, acknowledging environmental challenges that hinder the safe return of its nationals. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, has announced the initial registration period for the fiscal year 2026 H-1B cap. The registration will open at noon Eastern on March 7, 2025, and close at noon Eastern on March 24, 2025. Prospective petitioners and representatives are encouraged to complete the registration process within this time frame to be considered for the H-1B Specialty Occupation Visa Program. In response to heightened immigration enforcement activities, significant protests have emerged across the United States. Notably, on February 2, 2025, a large demonstration took place in downtown Los Angeles, where participants protested against increased U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, operations. Similar protests have occurred in cities such as San Diego, Atlanta, and St. Louis, reflecting widespread public dissent against mass deportation efforts. Additionally, USCIS has updated its policy guidance to clarify the evaluation criteria for the second preference employment-based, EB2, classification concerning national interest waivers, NIW. This update aims to provide clearer guidelines for petitioners seeking NIWs, which allow certain professionals to bypass the labor certification process if their work is deemed to be in the national interest. We want to hear from you. Are you worried about these potential policies? Have you or someone you know faced immigration challenges? Drop a comment below and let's start the conversation. And don't forget to subscribe to TrendWave News TV for breaking updates on this and other major stories. Click the links in the description for additional resources and exclusive content. Stay safe, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next report.